Well, many families are looking for the perfect gift to give. Some think about the gift of a pet. But what many don't consider is there are other places to look before a breeder, like the Humane Society. The Ontario Humane Society provides care, comfort, and compassion to all animals and advocates to treat them with respect and kindness. The Humane Society of Greater Niagara reported that 2024 has been a disturbing year for pets being surrendered by owners or being dropped off by members of the public who have found abandoned animals. I was joined earlier by Brianna Dingman with the Humane Society of Greater Niagara to discuss everything you should consider before bringing home a furry friend over the holidays. Brianna, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome. Thank you for
Now, would
having
you
us.
mind? No, of course. Now, would you mind explaining the process of adoption with the Humane Society?
So our adoption process is very easy. The majority of our adoptions are done online. So adopters or potential adopters will visit our website where they just follow the steps. They click a link and then follow the steps and they can apply for the animal that they're interested in. At that point, they would then come in for a half an hour meeting with the animal. And then at that point, if everything goes well, the animal is able to go home with them. We also have people walk in as well, and we can help them with the application that way, like if they're here in person. It's just a very easy process. Either we prefer them to be online, it just helps kind of stream things through, but a lot of people will have challenges with online or they have whatever issues happening. So they are also welcome to come into the shelter as well, and we can walk them through it.
Now, a lot of people do consider adoption over the holidays, or sorry, bringing a pet home over the holidays, but why is it important to consider adoption over the mainstream breeders?
It's really important to consider adoption because all of the shelters, all of the rescues, we're all overflowing right now, unfortunately, with all really good animals that deserve homes. Also, when you adopt, the animal that you're adopting comes spayed or neutered, microchipped, up to date on their boosters. I can't speak for all shelters, but ours, for our dogs, we offer 6 weeks of training as well. And those are things that you don't typically get when you go to a breeder. And also you're helping an animal get a second chance. So it is really special.
Now, what are things to consider before considering bringing home a furry friend, especially over the holiday season?
Yeah, so we always make sure that people really consider what they're doing and what they're bringing home, especially around the holidays. People can sometimes be impulsive or not really think things through. So we just encourage people to make sure that they're financially ready to bring an animal home, that they do their research on which type of animal they're interested in adopting. A lot of times, especially with like our small animals, they assume that like a bunny or a bird is not a lot of work, but they in fact are. So we just always encourage people to make sure that they have all the appropriate information, that they're okay to care for this animal long term, because it is more than just a gift or a temporary welcoming into their home. We want them staying there forever. So we just want people to make sure they're prepared any time of the year when they're bringing an animal home.
Now, you did just mention smaller animals like bunnies and birds, but I think there's a misconception that the Humane Society only has dogs and cats. Would you mind giving us like maybe a small list of just some of the animals that are available for adoption?
We have all of the animals. Right now in our care, we do have, of course, a lot of dogs and cats. We have bunnies, guinea pigs. We have a couple of smaller parrots. We have conures. But on any other day, we've had reptiles, like snakes. We have to be mindful because of the bylaws and what's allowed around in each municipality. But yeah, we do have reptiles sometimes. We've adopted out goats and potbelly pigs. And so we just actually found homes for two koi that were found abandoned, the larger fish. So anything is welcome here at the shelter.
And why is it so important that people donate over the holiday season? We have about 20 seconds left. So do you mind just breaking down why donations are important?
Yeah, for sure. Donations are so important. We run entirely on donations for the care of the animals, whether that being just like your basic food, enrichment, all their medical care, things like that. So we rely very heavily on donations, especially right now. We are overrun with puppies and kittens and all of the animals. So all of the donations are extremely, extremely helpful, especially around the holidays.
Brianna, thank you so much for the time today, and I hope you have an amazing holiday.
You as well. Thank you.